Trash the Piece Theater, Episode 2, The Surprise Ass and Dash, rated R for rubbish. Or running. Like, nigga, did you really run from her? Alright, so boom. In Episode 1, I told y'all this story about how this Jawn got my phone number in an unconventional way. And by unconventional, I mean crazy. And by crazy, I mean you on Netflix crazy. I also told y'all that wasn't the first time that happened. This is that story. Picture it, North Philly, early 2000s. Every weekend, me and the squad would hang on the block for hours, and then at night, we'd hit up like a local hood bar or hood lounge. The joint we went to the most was the Stinger. Like real rap, the Stinger was 3 floors of ratchet-tastic fun and fuck nigga hijinks. We would be there every weekend just having it our way. And one of the reasons we had it our way is because my best friend Bruce got cool with this bouncer who was also named Bruce. This big 6'10", 400-pound nigga used to love Bruce. Mainly because Bruce used to just walk up to him by like, I'ma knock you smooth the fuck out. The boy used to always laugh at that shit. Bruce got so cool with the boy, he used to just let us skip the line and go right in. And it may not sound like much, but in the world of basicness, basic women see basic men skip the line and then think those basic men aren't basic anymore and want to holler at them. You couldn't tell us shit. So every weekend, we took our basic asses to this basic bar to holler at basic women. We post up in the spot, sip our drinks, and maybe two-step, but never dance with women because that's not what basic niggas did back then. So this one weekend, we posted up on the second floor when I spotted this bad little brown-skinned Jawn. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember what she was wearing, but in my mind, she had on a jersey dress like Maya. Shorty and I basically eye-fucked each other from across the room all night. And in my mind, it wasn't no rush to talk to her because my young corny ass thought I was playing it cool. The night goes on, and about 20 Nelly, G-Unit, Rockefeller songs play, as well as all the other songs that are the reasons why your auntie got bad knees today. And the squad decides they want to leave. As we're walking out, I see brown-skinned baddie in the hallway with her friends. So I turned on the early 2000s charm. And by that, I mean I probably like licked my lips and fixed my Rockaware sweater while still smelling like Germantown Avenue Muslim oil. So I got up on her so she could smell my baby powder oil and told her to take my number. She took her phone out and I ran my number off to it, all the while probably squinting my eyes and being a bit lip ass, light skinned ass nigga. Then I left out with my homies. So a week passes and brown skin baddie never called. I'm out with my niggas and I'm dropping off my homie Nell at like 3 a.m. We sitting in the car talking about fuckboy fantastic misadventures and shit when I get a phone call from a number I didn't know. I answered. It's brown skin baddie from the Stinger. She asked me where I was at and I told her I was down north. She said she lived in north off 25th and Cecil B. Moore Ave and asked if I was trying to come through. Nell jokingly congratulates me for not having to go home with desert dick like the rest of the squad. I peel out and head down Cecil B, excited as fuck to get some new. She lived on this little ass block that was tough to drive down, so I parked on Cecil B and walked up her street. I get to the address, knocked on the door, it opened, but it wasn't brown skin baddie standing in the door. It was one of brown skin baddie's homies. This chick actually said, surprise! Then she walked in the house and invited me in like everything was cool. So clearly, this was a red flag. I probably should have turned around and left. I know. But she was thick, and I was young. And she was thick, and it was like 3:30 in the morning, and she was thick. I smooth walked in that joint like... I go in, sit on her couch, and immediately, she starts talking shit about the brown skin baddie. So I'm like, ain't that your friend though? She like, man, fuck that bitch. I been told her I wanted you and she just gonna flirt with you all night, then take your fucking number. She ran it for like 15 minutes about brown baddie. I fake listened the entire time while watching Clueless on the TV. Symbolic. Then she started touching my leg. Then she got on her knees. Then she unzipped my pants. Then she gets up off the floor, sits next to me, and starts going in on brown skin baddie again. That's what the fuck she get. She rants and rants until the Clueless credits roll. She asked me if I want some lemonade, and I'm like, sure. She went to the kitchen. I stood up, pulled my pants up, and smooth walked out the door. I got halfway down the street and called Nell to tell him what happened. We laugh and talk shit about it. A few seconds later, I hear screaming behind me. You motherfucker, how you just gone? I turned around to see her running down the street after me. She's running, so my 6'7" ass starts running too. And I'm still on the phone with Nell. This nigga is laughing his ass off. And I'm trying to play this shit off and laugh too. I'm trying to pretend like I'm not scared. but I'm low-key afraid she gonna catch me. And what does that mean if she does catch me? I turn around and see her sprinting, so I start haul-assing. Got to the end of the block, turned the corner, got my keys out, and I could still hear Jawn talking all kinds of light-skinned slander from around the corner. Keeps just yelling out light-skinned niggas ain't shit over and over again. I got in the car and started driving down Cecil B. I look in the rear view, and she's in the street chasing the car. I tell Nell, and he's dying on the phone, out of breath laughing. I was a little scared, so I floored that joint and ran like 3 lights to get away. So of course she started blowing up my phone. And of course I sent every call to voicemail. And she kept calling and blew up my phone well into the next afternoon when I finally decided to pick up. And to my surprise, she was really, really calm, which scared the shit out of me. So for those of y'all who do not have a black mother, when a black woman is mad and calm, somebody finna die. That was really fucked up what you did last night. But it's cool though. I tricked you. You tricked me. I guess we're even. I'm sure I'll see you around at some point soon. And I did. I saw her a few times after that night. Saw her at the Stinger. Saw her at Lou and Shoes. Saw her at Roy's Comfort Lounge. She always smirked and nodded at me. Lightweight flirted sometimes, but that's as far as it would go. I never saw her with her homie again though. I imagine she told her what happened that night. Also, Brown Skin Baddie never called me. I may have fumbled a bag with that. Brown Skin Baddie could have been my wife and I messed it all up fucking with Toppy Tammy. At least that shit was good though. Hey, so thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch Trash the Piece Theater. I appreciate the love. If you're interested in supporting Trash the Piece, please consider becoming a Patreon patron. Visit the page and check out the different rewards starting at as low as $5 a month. And if not, no problem. You watching, sharing, liking, and tagging your peoples is also hella helpful. Major shout out to Debbie D for being TPT's first Patreon supporter. Big things are on the horizon. Next week, the Maya and Wendy Williams episode.